Hi there, my name is Aimee and I study at the Bangor SERC campus. I'm here to give 3 wee tricks or tips that I use for doing my own makeup. So the first one that I would always recommend to people is doing eye makeup before ever touching the likes of foundation, because when you do eye makeup you tend to make mistakes, and eye makeup is something that I find personally really easy to mess up because it's such a fiddly thing. You're working on such a small area that it's really easy to make mistakes, and that's fine. Doing eye makeup can create fallout from the likes of eyeshadow products, which then can sort of end up around here, and if you have foundation on already it can be really easy to fix properly. And I find that you can really tell when someone has a bit of fallout because of the sort of minor discolorations around here, and once you notice it, it's really hard to sort of tear your eyes away from. So and I also find that it's a lot easier whenever you don't have foundation to worry about, because I feel like having foundation on and then doing your eye makeup adds a wee bit of pressure to doing it. Do not mess up, and that sort of encourages you to mess up. Another thing I would recommend is, or that I use personally, is using both a brush and a beauty blender. Now people have their quarrels about this, and people either tend to choose one or the other. I say use both, because I find that when I personally use a beauty blender, it becomes really uneven to do the foundation, and you don't really get an even spread of product on each side. When I use the brush, and the brush leaves streaks, which is fine. I use the brush, I find that I get a much more even spread of product on my face, and then I go in with the beauty blender and smooth it all out. And that, for me personally, that creates the smoothest base for working on. Now it's not for everybody, that's fine. Everybody tends to choose one or the other, but that's just how I do my makeup, and I find what really helps. Another thing I would use is an eyelash curler, which is, I know it's a bit weird to bring up, but I find that actually quite a lot of people don't use eyelash curlers, which I would say use one. The reason for this is because it acts as a volume booster. I'm going to call it a volume booster for your eyelashes, the same way hairspray or hair products could make your hair more volumized. That's what the eyelash curler does for eyelashes. Throughout the day, whenever you don't use an eyelash curler, your eyelashes tend to drip a little bit more earlier and sooner. It kind of looks like you didn't really have any mascara on, and the mascara that you do have on sort of looks a wee bit weird. The eyelash curler helps with this and makes it just that little bit, makes them stay up a little bit longer, makes them perkier, makes them more volumized throughout the day. But these have been a few of my personal makeup tricks.